Perhaps a nice profiterole.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could interest you in something else to chew on.
Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also
And primarily,
employees of a certain individual
A certain individual?
a certain individual
who just happens to be the single largest investor in the Felsig Follies. He has sent us here
as pastry chefs.
to express his concern about Mrs. Vandergraaf's impending nuptials. Specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty, boys, you tell your boss this wedding is never going to happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, we hope we have made ourselves perfectly eclair.
One can only hope.
You gotta be kidding me!
A trifle much?
Don't tar with me!
All right, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we ganache.
We're on the lamb.
Lamb's an entree, you macaroon!
The Gangsters were played by the interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Dumb Brothers, John and Peter Dumb. They were born Abram and Mendel Masolkovich, but their names were changed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an example of the typical Broadway gangsters of the time, full of wordplay and stylized gestures, but not very intimidating, unless you find dancers intimidating.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Felsig. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for!